Good morning, students. Welcome back. So, in today's session, I will be giving you introduction about yet another subject, that is compensation and reward system. In this session, we'll try to understand the meaning of the term compensation and reward and why compensation and reward system management is important in the organization. So we all know that any kind of employment, it is basically a exchange relationship, isn't it? Employees provide service to the organization and they get in return or receive something of value from the organization. So when employees are providing their services, so they get either the opportunity to use their abilities and make contribution, or they are compensated or rewarded through the exchange process. So, what exactly is compensation? So, compensation refers to all forms of returns or tangible services and any kind of benefits which employee receives as a part of employment. Now, reward system on the other hand, or reward, it is basically non-monetary benefit that is received by employee on achieving certain target. So, in organization, a good compensation and reward management system is concerned with formulation and implementation of policies and strategies so that it is able to reward people fairly and equitably and mainly consistently. So, if you're rewarding people consistently according to their performance or the value they are contributing to the organization, then you will be able to procure such people, retain such people, and develop such people who can contribute to the organization. So these are the people who will help organization to achieve its strategic goals, and in order to retain them, we are going to have a good compensation and reward system in the organization. So this is why compensation and reward system becomes the most important function of human resource management. So, in this session, we will study what is compensation, the meaning of compensation, and what are the components of compensation typically in any organization. So, what compensation means? We have heard this term in our day-to-day activity or daily life. We hear this term. So, compensation either it is a remuneration that is received by someone for their services, or you can say it is also a reparation given to someone for their loss. It can be cash or kind. But when it comes to organization setting, compensation means the total of all the rewards which are provided to an employee in return of their services to the organization. Or you can say it is what employee receive in exchange of their contribution to the organization. Or it's a systematic approach of providing monetary value to the employees in exchange for the work performed. So compensation management, it is also called as wage and salary administration, or you can say remuneration management or reward management. So basically it deals with designing, implementing total compensation package of all the employees in the organization. So the very aim is to procure talented people, retain these talented people and develop them so that they can become asset to the organization and they can contribute better to the organization and help organization achieve its objectives. So next we will see what are the concepts or components of compensation. So basically in any organization the compensation structure varies, but there are typical components which are present as a part of compensation in all the organization. So let's go through one by one. The first one is wages. So wages are the most important part or component of any compensation in any organization. So these are essential irrespective of the type of organization, and wage is referred as the remuneration or the cash that can be given to workers. The next one is salary. Salary also again it is a remuneration that is paid to white collar employees including your managerial executives. So it is the compensation of an employee for their service rendered to the organization. Now that can be again based weekly based or monthly based or on annual basis it can be given. And the next one is incentives. So incentives are the additional payment given to employees apart from your salary or wages. So incentives are usually linked with productivity. So higher the productivity, higher will be the incentive. Now these incentives, they can be either given on individual basis or group basis based on their performance. The next one is fringe benefit. So fringe benefits are the benefits which are given to the employees who have rendered long-term service to the organization, or someone who has worked for a longer period of time in the organization, or till retirement you can say. So benefits like PF, gratuity, pension, so these are provided as fringe benefits to people who have rendered long-term service to organization. And the next one is perquisites. So generally perquisites are given to managerial people, or you can say executive level people, higher level people. So this is given in order to facilitate their job performance, or in order to retain them in the organization. So perquisites such as giving them company car, club membership, free residential accommodation, paid holiday trips. So all these kind of things, they usually help to retain employees, especially in the higher level in the organization. And the next one is DA, that is dearness allowance. It is an amount of money which is given to their any person, or it is added to their basic pay in order to fight against, I won't say fight, in order to cope up against rising prices or any other cost, so against inflation basically. So DA is a cost of living adjustment allowance that is paid to employees. So it is calculated as a percentage on your basic, and that keeps changing every 6 months or every year based on the prices or inflation in the economy. The next one is rewards. So rewards are non-monetary benefits provided by the organization to its employees when they achieve something, or achieve a target, or attain a goal in the organization. So that time rewards are given. So rewards help to motivate employees, and it tries to instill positive behavior and morale in the employees. The next one is remuneration. So it is type of compensation or payment received by any employee as payment for the services. So it's remuneration and compensation are almost same. Okay, there is no much difference in this. So the next type of component is consolidated pay. So any consolidated pay or salary of a person is the amount a person gets for getting any work done. Again, this is also given on monthly or weekly basis. Now in this consolidated pay, there will be no segregation again, as your basic is this much, your PF will be of this amount. So there will be no deduction. HRA, DA, we'll come to this part later in detail. So consolidated pay is a round figure that is given to an employee. There are no deductions or no other allowances which are given as a part of their basic pay or as a percentage on their basic pay here. No allowances and no perks, just one round figured salary you will get. Then commission. So commission is also kind of compensation which includes the base salary an employee receives and some percentage on it. So commission again is given for doing some work. It is paid to an employee after completing any task which was assigned to them. So, or usually sales people, they get commission for selling a product, or selling a product, or So commissions, they usually motivate people in order to repeat the same behavior. Usually it's used for salespeople only. And the next one is bonus. So bonus is that compensation which is paid above and over your salary. So it can be again as an hourly rate of pay in case of factory workers. So it's again monetary payment that is made to employees. Bonus are usually reward for the employees for job well done. When companies receive huge amount of profit, they give a certain percentage of their profit as bonus to their employees just to motivate them, or it's like a reward for achieving that profit. The next one is equity. So equity compensation is that form of payment where an organization offers its employees to take part in ownership of the firm. So this can be done, through employee stock option (ESOP). So whoever opts to receive equity pay, they can share company's profit through appreciation. So these are all the different components or concepts of your compensation. Thank you.